Did you know that history is riddled with incredible stories of survival, ingenuity, and unexpected twists? Today, we're diving into the remarkable tale of the dancing plague of 1518. Yes, you heard that right. A plague that made people dance uncontrollably in the streets of Strasbourg, France. Picture this, it's July 1518, and a woman named Frau Trophea steps into the streets and begins to dance. At first it seems harmless, but soon she's joined by others. They twirl, leap, and spin as if caught in a trance. Within a week, dozens are dancing alongside her, and within a month, the number swells to around 400 people. Now, you might be wondering, what on earth is going on? This bizarre phenomenon has puzzled historians for centuries. Was it mass hysteria, a social experiment, or perhaps something more sinister? One theory suggests it was a reaction to the hardships of the time. In the wake of war, famine, and disease, the people of Strasbourg were facing a grim reality, and dance became a way to cope. But it didn't stop there. As the days turned into weeks, the dancing didn't let up. Some people danced until they collapsed from exhaustion, and reports even suggest that some dancers died from heart attacks or strokes. The local authorities were baffled. They tried to intervene, but their efforts only exacerbated the situation. In a desperate move, city leaders decided to take action. They believed that the dancers needed to dance it out, so they constructed a stage and hired musicians to keep the frenzy alive. Imagine that. Instead of stopping the madness, they encouraged it. It seems absurd now, but they thought this would help cure the dancers. As the musicians played, the dancers continued to move, driven by an uncontrollable urge. It became a spectacle, drawing crowds from nearby towns. People came to watch, wondering if they could catch the dancing bug. The authorities even believed that this was a dance plague sent by the heavens. Meanwhile, the medical professionals of the time were just as stumped. They had no idea what was causing this epidemic. Some suggested that it was caused by ergot, a hallucinogenic mold that grows on damp rye bread. Consuming contaminated bread can lead to convulsions and hallucinations, which might explain the extreme behavior. Others believed it was a case of mass psychogenic illness, where stress and anxiety manifest physically. Imagine living in a time where famine, disease, and poverty are rampant. The pressure could easily push people to the brink of insanity. And what better way to express that than through frenetic dancing? As weeks turned into months, the dancing plague began to wane, but not without leaving a mark on history. By September, the dancers had largely returned to their normal lives, but the impact of their wild summer lingered. The story of the dancing plague has fascinated historians, psychologists, and even artists for centuries. Today, it serves as a reminder of how human behavior can sometimes spiral out of control. It raises questions about the power of collective emotion and the impact of societal pressure. What if we're all just a few stressful moments away from joining a collective dance of our own? As strange as it sounds, the dancing plague of 1518 is not an isolated incident. There have been other instances throughout history where groups of people have experienced similar phenomena, from laughing epidemics to mass hysteria. These events challenge our understanding of mental health and social behavior, making us wonder how much we really know about the complexities of the human mind. So what can we learn from this bizarre chapter in history? First, it reminds us that sometimes the line between sanity and madness can blur in the face of overwhelming stress. Second, it highlights the importance of understanding mental health, especially in today's fast-paced world. The dancing plague of 1518 is not just a curious footnote in history, it's a reflection of the human condition. The next time you think of dancing, remember that it could be a lot more than just a fun activity. It could be a powerful expression of emotion, a way to cope with the pressures of life, or even a symbol of a deeper societal issue. And as we continue to explore the fascinating tales of our past, let's keep our minds open to the unusual, the inexplicable, and the downright bizarre. After all, history is full of stories just waiting to be uncovered, and some of them might just dance their way into your heart.